morning, Reach family. Pastor Dennis here.
And Hadassah Atkins.
And we are excited to be here this morning. It is patriotic-themed Sunday.
Yeah, I'm not patriotic, but I've
Your
got my...
lanyard is very patriotic.
That counts.
It counts. I'm wearing blue.
I have red, white, and blue with my grandpa's shirt, so...
I was not good at planning ahead.
I'm never good at that.
And so this morning I wake up to get dressed and I realize that I own zero
patriotic
items. I have no red, white, and blue. I've got nothing with the flag on it, nothing. So I felt very bad because I'm being a very poor example for the folks here at the Reach. But you know what? It's okay.
It's okay.
Everything's going to be fine.
I'll just let you borrow my lanyard for...
It's okay. But I appreciate that. I should have worn my chili cook-off championship because it was red, white, and blue. I didn't even think about it. I could have worn my medal.
Well, you could have. You would have done great.
Although, yeah, we'll go from there. So,
yeah, for sure.
This has been a great week.
It has.
It's been a week since we got back from the beach. Want to wish Pastor Tim, Pastor Abby, Pastor Logan, and Derek and the families, they're down on vacation this week.
I'm jealous.
So I am too. They've got a great view. Of course, they have to share all their pictures on Facebook of their beautiful little view. We're very happy for you. We really are.
He sounds so happy.
Yeah. And, I can't say anything because we were doing the same thing when we were at the beach. So.
Right.
But I'm excited because I get to preach this morning.
I know. I'm very excited for you.
It's been a little over a year almost since I preached, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm pumped.
You do very good with bringing the word to life, and that's what we need here as a church. And so I'm really excited to hear about it. And Pastor Tim, if you're watching, we love you.
We do. But I'm a little curious. Have you ever noticed that whenever I preach, he's out of town. So he's not here to hear my sermons.
Right. Shame.
So, vacation or not, y'all better be watching it live, either this morning or tonight, okay? I'm just saying it now. But we're changing things up on Reach Beyond a little bit.
Okay.
And this is... We talked about it briefly at Wednesday's meeting, but we usually run down the whole stream of announcements. We're going to kind of give you the important ones, the ones that are changing or that we really want to point out because they also do the same thing from the stage during the service.
Right.
So we're going to be talking about the different ministry areas and opportunities that people have to serve here at the Reach. So the one change that we are going to be announcing is that there's not going to be a women's Bible study this coming week. So that's not happening on Tuesday.
It's happening 2 weeks from now because they alternate.
Yes. So the next one that should be regularly scheduled will be taking place. So wanted to warn everybody ahead of time, let them know that's happening, okay? And then one other important one is we are $450 from reaching the goal on the zero-turn mower for the church. So if you have it in your heart, if you have it in your finances to give, plant that seed and watch God water it. It's going to be an amazing thing.
Absolutely. I mean, we've came up with a lot of the money for this, and so we're just at the smaller stretch now of just we're barely able to reach onto it. So we just really
absolutely. And with all things, we're not asking you to give all $450.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
I couldn't do it. Just throw $10 in there and watch it add up. That's what we're trying to get to. And then our final one is Reach Family Cookout, July 15th, 2 weeks from yesterday, 3 p.m. Please just bring a covered dish to share. We'll have a slip and slide for the kids. Just come and enjoy some fellowship, some good times together.
I think it'll be amazing.
Yeah, but we're going to start this week, and I want to talk about the teens.
Yeah.
Because you all have been, rocking it. My kids love it. My kids love the lessons. They love the times with you. And you had 2 kids come back. The first kids come back from camp this week.
Yeah, so yesterday I went and picked them up, and the whole ride there I'm thinking, because when we first dropped them off, it was, I don't want to go, or I don't, because they've never been to church camp before. I'm going to try to get in trouble so I can come home early. And I'm like, okay, guys.
That was Talia. That was Talia right now.
Yeah, it was. And I was just like, it's going to be okay. Like, you guys are going to love it. I don't know. I'm going to have to call my mom every night. Well, listen. I go and pick them up. They did not call their mothers all week because they're having so much fun. And the whole ride, this is what we learned. This is what we learned. This is what we learned. And blah, blah, blah. I mean, it just was nonstop the whole car ride. And I was just like, I was just blessed to be able to know that their relationship with Jesus completely magnified. And not only that, they almost had like a vacation week just to enjoy themselves and be kids. Yeah. And so, and away from home, and it was a blessing to them, and they definitely want to go again next year. Cora will be talking a little bit about it today, so I just encourage everybody to tune in and listen to what she has to say. And we just also, I can't stress this enough, I just really want to thank the people who sponsored these teams and able to go because they made it really, they're the ones who made it possible for that to happen. And we have our next group going out July 9th. So we're excited about that. I'm excited about that.
Fun. I loved it. It was funny because y'all called me on the way down, and because I am a camp veteran. Like, I started going to camp when I was 7 years old. My neighbors invited me, and then started going to our local Methodist church camp growing up, and I ended up any camp I could go to. I went to state youth camp and spring retreats, and I did as much as I could. Yeah. And I was also one of those kids growing up that if people weren't willing to sponsor me, I would not have been able to go. Right. And so I loved that the people in the church stepped up.
Absolutely.
And sponsored these kids. Because camp, it isn't cheap. I mean, it was, $235 a kid.
And that's just the early, $230 a child, and that's the early bird payment. And it's $245. And then you've got to think of, like, the gas that goes into picking these kids up and everything else. It's a lot of expenses. And so even the last minute, we had another teen wanting to go, and we were able to take care of that fairly quickly.
We put that out there into the leadership, into the big people in the church, and boom, they stepped up. And that's what we love. That's what I love about our church, is that we are not all about money. We are not all about just keep giving, give. We don't talk about money a lot. But when there is a need and we have the chance to take a kid and bless them, it happens.
And also
that was
just
awesome to watch.
Giving them opportunities that most kids would not have to be able to, most kids, being able to give them a opportunity to go to camp and have a relationship with Jesus. It's just beautiful. So I'm just very, very grateful for the sponsors that we had, that were able to put their time and their money into this. And so super appreciative.
That's awesome.
And then I just want to also thank the amazing, beautiful Tiffany because she took the 2.5 hour, and she just the day before
15 and a half hours
in a car coming back from vacation.
If you listen to her tell it, the time keeps growing.
It was 19.
I was in the car for 16, 19, 25 hours in a day. She figured out a way to do it.
I'm sure it did. So, but anyways, I just want to really give her a shout out and tell her how grateful I am for her, because she just did a 15.5-hour trip on a Saturday. And then the next day on Sunday, after being at the Reach, she was in the car with me for 5 hours.
She got back from being with you, walked in, looked at me, and went, "I'm going to bed." She didn't say anything else. She walked in the house and went, "I'm going to bed."
It's tiring.
Okay, honey.
So I just really want to give her a shout out, because I know that was really rough. But she stuck with her. I love you. She stuck with her commitments, and that's something that I admire about Tiffany. But
y'all are a little gross right now.
We're
just
gross.
That out there too, so.
Best friend, I love her.
But with the teens, we are trying to. We want to encourage you guys. This girl's doing it all on her own.
Yes.
Okay, this pregnant, sick, tired, cranky.
It's true.
Amazing leader. And so we are stressing that if you are willing, and I think we've actually had the conversation that throughout the rest of the summer, it may be going to every other week with youth. We haven't decided that for sure, but
it's up for discussion.
Yeah, it's up for discussion that, if you're willing to step in during times and even as an assistant or just to give this girl a break, I am even stepping back into.
I'm grateful for it.
The youth leader role on Sunday, July 30th, because you're going on vacation.
Yeah, I will be on vacation, and I might be back on the 30th, but I don't know. It depends what time I get home and all that stuff. So, and it would kind of be nice to come home from vacation and not have to jump at everything. So, but we'll see. We'll see what's going on with that.
But it's gonna be okay. But we need folks to volunteer. If you love working with teens, if you have experience working with them, even if you just want to be an assistant teacher, anything you want to do will help. because we've got some amazing things planned going forward.
Yes.
We want to get these kids. You know, camp is awesome.
Yeah.
But it's keeping that fire and momentum going. It is key, and that takes volunteers and people that will love in them and speak into them.
Yes, absolutely.
We're going to go ahead and pray it out. We've been given the 1 minute high sign, so that's awesome. I'm so glad they had fun.
I know, me too.
That's awesome. Right. Jesus, we love you. We want to thank you for today. I pray, Lord, that this morning you would just bless the word that I'm putting out there, Father God. I pray to fall on fresh soil. I pray you will bless the worship team, bless all those watching from home and all those here. Father God, that your word will be planted deep in their hearts. We love you, Jesus. It's in your name we pray. Amen. We love you guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.